What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Hope you're all doing well. Asus just drops their GPU Tweak III version 1.9.5.8 update for Windows 10 and 11. 64-bit adds mobile control, improves power detector and accuracy, which makes it a direct competitor to MSI's Afterburner. So if you guys are interested in testing, you can download it from Asus official website and check it for yourself. As the news suggests, it's not great just for Asus card, but it also works with Nvidia and AMD GPU, making it a solid alternative to MSI Afterburners. The biggest new feature is the mobile control. You can now change settings and switch performance modes from your phone. Asus also fixed false power alerts that happened after sleep mode and improved overall stability. They also updated the built-in GPU Z tool to version 2.65.0 and fixed naming issue for RTX 5090 and 5090D cards. And if we talk about other fixes they have done in this update, they have fixed the power detector plus showed false alert after sleep due to reading the current as 0 amps. They have fixed the crash issue when switching between OSD profiles and fixed the issue OSD blacklist not functioning correctly. Also fixed the issue with incorrect product name displaying for GeForce RTX 5090 and 5090D series liquid cooled graphics card. And they also updated the GPU Z version and is now the updated version 2.65.0. Okay guys, next up today is sad news for the gamers. Sorry to break such sad news, as Rockstar Games delayed the GTA 6 yet again. Rockstar Games has confirmed that the highly anticipated next installment in the GTA series will be set in the modern day Vice City and introducing Lucia, the franchise's first ever female lead character. First revealed in a trailer back in December 2023, the game is slated for 2025 release. While Rockstar has remained tight-lipped on new gameplay feature, the studio has promised more updates soon. Despite swirling rumors, a second trailer has yet not surfaced. The game's original launch window had a significant impact on the 2025 release calendar, with several studios pushing back titles to avoid competing. But with delay now in play, that concern is fading away. Grand Theft Auto 6 will be the first main line entry in the series since GTA 5 launched in 2023. Here is another tweet from Rockstar Games. GTA 6 is now set to release on May 2026. But guys, if you ask my opinion, let them take the time they are asking to build the game, or otherwise we will see another fail like Cyberpunk 2077. So yeah, don't worry, there are more good games that are coming this year, at least on PS5. Soul-like, horror, more action, adventure and other. So there are a lot of good stuff that is coming this year, so we will survive through this delay, at least I am. But if you guys interested in more gaming related news, comment down below and I will try to share game related news to you guys if you are interested. But until then, stay tuned for the further developments. Now guys, next up today is rather spicy news. AI firm claims Nvidia GPUs are smuggled in Lobster. Nvidia calls it a tall tale. Nvidia Lobster smuggling is a thing, claims by Anthropic, and Nvidia responds that AI companies should focus on competition rather than come up with fairy tales. Things got weird this week in the US tech turf war as Nvidia and Anthropic clash over new government rules designed to stop advanced AI tech from slipping into the wrong hands, specifically Chinese ones. Even more specifically, alleged via seafood. Anthropic, dreaming of GPU-filled data centers, claimed smugglers are sneaking Nvidia chips into China, hidden inside live lobsters. Also mentioned baby bumps. Now this is what Anthropic has to say. Chip smuggling is a major threat. China has established sophisticated smuggling operation with documented case involving hundreds of millions of dollars worth of chips. In some cases, smugglers have employed creative methods to circumvent export controls, including hiding processors in prosthetic baby bumps and packaging GPUs alongside live lobsters. Chinese firms continue to establish shell companies in third countries at a rapid pace to evade export controls via Anthropic. Nvidia fight back with sarcasm, telling CNBC, American firms should focus on innovation and rise to the challenge rather than tell tall tales that large, heavy and sensitive electronics are somehow smuggled in baby bumps or alongside live lobsters. Chinese customs have found both baby bump and lobster based smuggling attempts before. So while it sounds like a plot for a low budget spy comedy, it's not entirely fiction. However, the company has not provided, Anthropic has not provided any proof that such operations are taking place. Naturally, the GPU in question are much smaller than the gaming GPU presented in the main image. It is entirely possible to hide an SMX board in Lobster. The warranty may be wide though, but what a news, guys. I don't believe this is true, but smuggling is a huge issue worldwide. It's not about the GPU or anything else, but if we see overall, smuggling is possible, but they have to come up with a solid proof that how and when and how much quantity is being supplied. Next up today is Nvidia GeForce RTX 50 series finally makes it to the Steam hardware survey, but total share remains less than 1%. Nvidia RTX 50 series launched in January but didn't hit stores until late in the month. At first they were hard to find and very expensive, so not many people got them. Now they are becoming more common, though it seems like older GPU still dominates. Unlike AMD RX 9000 series, some RTX 50 models are starting to show up in the recent GPU usage lists. Now guys, this is the Steam survey that is shared, and the GeForce RTX 5080, RTX 5070 Ti and RTX 5070 have now shown up in the April hardware survey. Both the RTX 5080 and 5070 holds a 0.38 share, while the RTX 5070 Ti trails slightly at 0.28%. The RTX 5080 was first seen in the Steam's stat back in March before the 70 series cards. Since it's launched earlier in April, its usage went up by 0.18%. The RTX 5090 still doesn't show up in this Steam hardware survey, likely because the data depends on the user's participation. Interestingly, none of the AMD RX 9000 series GPU appear either, even though the RX 9070 and 9070 XT are available. The RX 9060 XT is expected later this month at Computex to compete with Nvidia RTX 5060 Ti. As for popularity, the RTX 4060 GPU laptop now leads with 4.99% share, while the RX 6600 is AMD's top entry at just 0.93%. But it's very odd to see none of the 9000 series GPU in this survey. What's going on? Okay guys, last up for today is that AMD fails to deliver MSRP pricing with the Radeon RX 9070 XT. Retailers now selling SKUs up to a whopping $1,000 price point mark. Retail channels are likely pricing an MSRP increase by AMD as the Radeon RX 9070 XT at $599 becomes a distant reality. Current gen GPUs have been a mess with low stocks and inflated prices, especially for Nvidia RTX 50 series. People hoped that AMD RX 9070 XT would be fairly priced at $599 but despite promises, it's rarely available at MSRP and retailers have hiked prices since launch. AMD's Radeon 4 GPU prices keep rising due to US tariffs and ongoing high demand. In Germany, prices have steadily increased since launch, as we can see here in this picture, with most cards now costing £700 and £800 in between. Only a few entry-level models are priced lower, but most retailers have raised prices. The US market itself is not looking good because in the US the RX 9070 XT is selling for way above MSRP. Amazon lists it under $960, nearly 50% more than the MSRP, that is $599 launch price, and the cheapest available store one is offering for $849 at Micro Center. Even out of stock listings aren't showing MSRP, suggesting retailers expect a price hike from AMD, and yeah, that's how they are selling these GPUs at higher prices. But Nvidia GPUs are also overpriced with poor performance per cost. It's better to wait or carefully check the second-hand options until prices improves. But I suggest if you have the 40 series card in your arsenal, stay with it until the prices comes a bit down. Rather than that, it's your choice. If you have the money to throw, go ahead and buy it. But it's not looking good for AMD and Nvidia. Not the price point from AMD side and performance wise with the Nvidia. Well, that's it for today guys, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.